It's the Misfits.
Hey everybody, we're here. It's Christmas Eve.
Yes.
It's
1 day left.
It's day 12 of the 12 days of Misfits. We have one more verse. I know what it is. I've been waiting for this one because I think this may be the one time where we see Brandon go Hulk with frustration when he finds out what's going on. So go ahead and reach into your stocking.
Doesn't start us off on a good note. All right, we're back in Luke. Luke chapter 1, verses 46 through 56.
Yes, we are not doing the turtle doves again. This is still not the turtle doves.
Still not the 12 days of
It's
Christmas.
still not the 12 days of Christmas. We're not that meta. So, Luke 1. So, Luke 1, and then we're starting in verse
46.
Yes, 46, going through till 56. We'll give you the background. This is Mary is there with Elizabeth. She has just met Elizabeth. And John the Baptist has just done belly flops on Elizabeth's uterus in celebration of the fact that the Messiah's mother had just entered the house. So, Luke 1, 46 through 56.
Never heard somebody describe the leaping for joy as belly flop, so
Yeah,
we'll save that for another time to break down. 46 says, "And Mary said, My soul magnifies the Lord, and my spirit rejoices in God my Savior, for he has looked on the humble estate of his servant. For behold, from now on all generations will call me blessed. For he who is mighty has done great things for me, and holy is his name. And his mercy is for those who fear him from generation to generation. He has shown strength with his arm, and he has scattered the proud in the thoughts of their hearts. And he has brought down the mighty from their thrones, and exalted those of humble estate. He has filled the hungry with good things, and the rich he has sent away empty. He has helped his servant Israel in remembrance of his mercy, and he has spoke to our fathers, to Abraham, and to his offspring forever." And Mary remained with her about 3 months and returned to her home.
Now, this is a very, very famous psalm. But it's not one that you hear sung in most Protestant churches, at least.
Okay.
There are two names for it. One of them is the name that most people know it by. One of them is one that if you have never heard the song, you should still be able to guess the title and get your points. And this is one that musically, you are not probably going to be able to figure it out by singing it. It's going to be just based off of the lyrics that you might be able to figure this out.
Okay. So this is why.
This is why I've been waiting for this passage to see.
Why you're going to see Brandon belly flop at you with the
we'll
people's elbow.
See Brandon whoop down on me. So, what are we dealing with here in Luke 1?
Obviously it's Mary's praise of gratitude and even of praise.
Mary's doing what here?
Singing?
Well, we consider it singing, but ultimately this is a
prayer.
A prayer. Specifically, it's a prayer of praise and thanksgiving, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's praising God because of the fact that Elizabeth has just done what? We're just setting the stage here to try to help you. You've actually already hinted at the easy title of the song, and you don't realize it. But
I'm getting close to it, yeah. I think.
Elizabeth has just confirmed for her that what the angel told her is true.
Mm-hmm. That she will give birth.
Because first of all, Elizabeth is pregnant,
mm-hmm.
which is enough of maybe the angel was onto something here.
Mm-hmm.
But then for that baby inside of Elizabeth to recognize the significance of the baby that is coming in Mary is a confirmation that the call that God has given her is actually real. It's a big deal. Even though we kind of just look at, oh, isn't this a fun part of the story? Or it gets weaponized and politicized into doing pro-life stuff. The focus actually of the story is the fact that this is confirmation for Mary.
Mm-hmm.
And so she immediately turns and starts praising God, which is another lesson in itself.
Yes.
It's also one where it kind of parallels. We just finished this series a few weeks ago at 3rd Street as far as Hannah's prayer in 1 Samuel, as far as she's praying and praying and praying for a son. And then God says, here he is. And so Hannah's immediately response is praise.
Mm-hmm.
She immediately finishes the sacrifices. She immediately says, I am going to not only finish the sacrifice I'm supposed to bring, I'm going to sacrifice my own son to you as well. So there's a history of this.
Yes.
What is the actual title? And you've said all of the words to it, just not in the right order enough to where I could have ho-ho-hoed you.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to get some context clues here too from my Bible.
If you have a study Bible, it may give you the actual Latin name.
Yeah, that's what I'm. So I'm gonna take
it's kind of cheating.
Yes.
We'll
So I'm gonna take a stab at it from that. Mary the Magnificat. Magnificat?
Close. Close enough to give you your points. It's Christmas Eve after all. So this is called the Magnificat, or Mary's Psalm is the easier one that you had. I was thinking you probably would get just from the context clues around it. But no, this right here is a hymn of praise that Mary delivers because of the fact that she now knows for sure this baby is God's son. This is not just some random thing. This is not like she's been assaulted, anything like that. This is God's son. She praises God for choosing her and for what the baby is going to do.
Mm-hmm.
This obviously then is written by Mary. It's not that complicated on this one. It goes all the way back to Luke chapter 1. It's normally sung in more of a mass setting. So we're talking Orthodox or Catholic tradition. It's also sung sometimes in more orchestra, symphony style settings. But this is a major piece to the story that gets left out a lot of the time because, one, Luke chapter 1 is really, really long.
Mm-hmm.
It's at least 70 verses, I think. Let's see.
Yeah, 80.
80 verses. Yeah, it's 80 verses. And it's a lot of backstory. And then what we really want to talk about is the birth. And that's Luke chapter 2. But this little piece right here is a major piece because we've got Mary recognizing the significance behind all of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it sets the stage for her recognizing the significance of things later on. This is part of why we jokingly had said, we are never going to do Mary, did you know?
Yes.
Because Mary did know.
Mm-hmm.
It was prophesied to her. The majority of the stuff was prophesied to her.
Yes.
Like some of the specifics, maybe not, but she did know.
Yes.
And we know that she knew. Because what happens in John chapter 2 when they're at the wedding?
They run out of wine.
They run out of wine. And who is it that comes and tells Jesus, you're going to do this?
Mary.
Jesus is saying, no, my time hasn't come.
Yeah.
Mary says, no, I know your time has. Because she has been processing this stuff since all the way back in Luke chapter 1. Mary is the one that pushes Jesus into kickstarting his ministry finally. And it's because of the fact that she had confirmation of who this child would be when John the Baptist leaped for joy in his mother's womb. And it led her to immediately start worshiping and contemplating what all of this means. So you managed to get 6 points.
Got half of
you
the
got,
points.
You got half of your points back. Congratulations. Yay. So it's been 12 days. Tomorrow is Christmas.
Yes. So we'll say it now. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Enjoy your time with family. Enjoy all of that good stuff. We have some news coming up, some different shiftings going on. We've got a new network coming out. We've got some new staff.
New year
coming on, new topics, new website, all that good stuff. So stay tuned to all of that on the social media channels, on the website, everything. We'll have more information for you soon. But in the meantime, have a fun time tomorrow, and we will see you all whenever we see you.
Yeah, go in peace.